Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson. State Farm Trent is my agent.com. A little icy, at least initially this morning, but I went out to James Quell Elementary at Stockwell today to speak to a lot of kindergartners there. Had a really great time. Great questions, as always. And I love getting out like that and speaking to groups and to schools. I was in Remington not that long ago speaking up there as well. So it's always good to just see everybody in this place that we all call home. Now, speaking of home, it's cold for this early in the year. This feels more like early January than it does early December, and we've got a bitterly cold night ahead. A lot of you are going to drop near, if not below zero for lows. There will be some areas of freezing fog as well, but there's also more snow and more wind in the forecast. Some minor accumulating snow as well. The pattern briefly relaxes. We get a little milder, may see a little rain and a little bit of thawing towards late next week, but eventually the Arctic air comes right back in. We get more snow. But I do think towards Christmas it will turn milder a little more consistently before cold returns. We got much more on that here in just a second. Look at the lows this morning, varying from 1 above at Roselawn, 7 Rensselaer and Kentland, 5 Fowler, 3 at Round Grove, 10 at the Purdue Airport, down to Attica and Delphi, Galveston Airport down to 10 as well. We dropped to 13 at Lebanon and 12 at Crawfordsville, a cold 6. At Medaryville, and statewide, big difference in low temperatures. Look here to the north with the single digits. There's the one at Roselawn. But right there with the lake modifying the climate, 24 at the pier there at Michigan City, 15 Rochester, then as we go southward, 30 way down here at Rockport, Indiana, and we drop down to 19 at Terre Haute. So per typical during the seasons, much colder here in the north and northwest than in the south, but you can always see the moderating effects here of Lake Michigan and sometimes Lake Erie as well. Now, this is all snow covered. This is not cloudiness. We've had some lake effect cloudiness. We had some in our eastern counties a little bit earlier. Still kind of hugging areas near the Kankakee River. Right here, you see that coming right off the lake. These are just a few high-thin, wispy cirrus clouds. However, tonight we may see some clouds, some low clouds develop with some of that freezing fog and move northward into the area. But at least for now, it's mostly clear with a 13 at Fowler. We're only 14 at Round Grove and 19 degrees right now at Logansport. Watch this. There are some low clouds that try to come up from the south tonight. Now this makes for a little bit of a tricky temperature forecast. If you get in on a few of these low clouds, you won't be as cold. If you're clear all night, you're going to tank below zero. So a little bit of a variance in low temperature, and then this little batch of some high and mid clouds should come through tomorrow morning. But you can see some areas, especially here in Illinois, as low as 10 below zero tonight. I think a chunk of our area will be at or a little below zero, but the areas that have some of those low clouds, why, that's where the temperature should stay in the single digits to right around 10. Now let's take beyond that point and look forward. So this is looking right through tomorrow and right to Saturday evening. I want you to notice what's happening up here. This is a clipper system. This is the one that will bring snowfall by late in the weekend. Right there it is. It comes through, potential of accumulation, minor accumulation on Sunday. Late Saturday night, but especially Sunday. This zips through. A little shot of colder air comes in behind it. There'll be another clipper right here that zips through, may bring a little snow on Tuesday. Now that moves on, and then behind that one, we actually warm up, and you can see here some rain coming in late in the week. May start out briefly as freezing rain, but this is a little punch of milder air coming in. It's not like it's going to be 65 or 60 or 55 even, but we will see some 40s coming at least with some of that rainfall. And then that system moves on and we should get more cold air back into the area. So these bowling balls of cold air will keep coming after a brief warm up with those 40s. Another shot of much colder air comes in. But that trend is after that bigger shot or another bigger shot of cold, we do warm up. This is December 22nd through 26th. That cold will tend to retreat here and retreat here, and it does get a little milder for us, but certainly wetter, and we'll get some thawing. These are the temperature anomalies projected on Christmas Eve. I wouldn't show this if I didn't really agree with it, because all the data and all my analog analysis does point towards milder weather, and that's been a big thing in our winter forecast, milder weather towards Christmas. So these numbers, this is about 25 degrees above normal on Christmas Eve, which would equate to about, that'd be temperatures in the 40s, 50 at night. With rain coming in, there's not necessarily a massive amount of cold air behind, but there will be a pretty vigorous storm system coming in. No snow on the ground on Christmas morning. This is projected snow depth. You'll have to go up into Michigan and southern Wisconsin and northern Iowa to find that as we see a meltdown. And then there is the storm system with the strong southerly winds. This is Christmas Eve. Note the rain coming in. So this would be a rainmaker for us with the mild weather. But then on Christmas Day, the thinking right now is that system pulls away. It's just cloudy, it's blustery, and temperatures will slowly fall. They may be 40s and 50s early in the day, and then they fall through the 40s into perhaps around 40, even some upper 30s later on in the day. And there's some of the gusty winds too. There's your storm system, the wind turning back to the northwest, but not tremendously colder behind it. I think that's going to come in around New Year's in early January. This is an early January projection. Temperatures way below normal all the way down into Mexico and Florida. Another big cold event could be coming in. Low temperatures dropping below zero, wind chills well below zero, and we're going to see some clipper systems come through. I think we'll see several clippers like this move through and bring some snowfall. Now, if you're looking for one of those storms that come down here and move to the northeast, one of the Colorado lows that bring heavier snow to the area, one of those types of storms, probably going to have to wait until mid-January to find anything like that. These are mainly just clipper systems that will be impacting our area, and we may see an organized, larger scale, non-clipper system that comes up from the southwest, perhaps towards mid-January. So tonight, watch for the areas of freezing fog and black ice around. We're down to 2 below zero. I do have this mention of the temperature depends on clouds because there will be some low clouds trying to come up from the south right here. So that's why I put 9 at Kokomo, 9 Tipton, and I gave lows 7 below zero to 10 above. These areas that stay clear in the west could be as low as 7 below zero. There's that 2 below at Attica, 2 at Monticello. We're down to 1 below zero at Cayuga. For tomorrow, sunshine, some clouds. Again, remember the areas of freezing fog in the morning, and then the wind kicks up a little bit from the southwest. We do see highs in the 20s, more than it was today, 24 to 29. Wind chills still, though, in the single digits to teens through the day. Then Saturday, increasing clouds, 29, breezy, and snow coming in Sunday, 29 for the high temperature. A lot of that snow during the morning to midday hours. Watch for freezing fog and black ice on Monday morning with 6, possibly as low as 0, but a 29 in the afternoon. Another clipper brings some snow showers on Tuesday. Right now, especially in the north, a couple snow showers and rain showers Wednesday, and then rain possible Thursday with thawing, and then we go back to colder weather, even some lows back down into the single digits to near 0 a week from this Saturday.